What's happening, good people? You know what it is. It's Kalanji Changa here. And once again, whenever you see me on the Remix Morning Show, so here we are. We have a very, very important discussion today with my man, Attorney Mauli Davis and Anitra Hollman. We have some go. Looking for my guest. Please turn your cameras on. Okay, here we go. What's going on? How you
What's
feeling
up,
today?
brother? Good. Just been just trying to bang right now.
No doubt.
Right now. We in the middle of it.
Without a doubt. Anitra, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
Man, we're live on arrival. You know, this is becoming a tradition. It's like every time I have y'all on in the morning, I end up in the car. So I don't know what it is. It's just
yeah. Wow. I thought that was your studio, bro.
Man, I'm thinking.
Yo.
I might turn it into that, a mobile studio.
Studio.
Man, without a doubt. So it's wild. We just had you on RSTV the other day, Attorney Davis, and you kind of gave us an update. But we in real time, so it's always more and more updates. So I wanted to talk to you all today about what's the latest. Since Anitra came on, there's been an arrest. The camera's finally been released, the footage. So talk to us about what's really going on right now here in ATL.
Yeah, so they haven't made an arrest yet, but the demand is being made by communities. So we hope you in the city. We intend on being on the courthouse steps today at noon, Fulton County, 160 Pryor Street, with a bunch of different organizations. We've got Malcolm X Grassroots Movement, 10,000 Fearless, NAACP, My Vote is Hip Hop, number of organizations who have seen this video and have said that not only is the officer need to get arrested, but this tow truck driver who jumps in and jumps on top of Deacon Holloman's, head and neck area should also be arrested. So there's a lot going on. We're a lot of organizing happening. And so we're just grateful that this family has garnered the support of some longtime community organizers and some more recent organizers to the game. So we're just grateful that they get to see the strength of this family, and they get to see, the seeds of Deacon Johnny Holloman, really rise up in a way that is inspiring for us, for our firm, to be able to see the power of this family. And a lot of the families that we represent, they just they are transformed by the tragedy into another version of themselves that is inspiring to the people that are around them. And that's what we're experiencing right now with the Holloman family and Anitra Hollman.
Yeah, and my correction, I guess I was projecting. I know
yes,
there
sir.
was arrest. I know I meant to say there was a firing. So, of course, we know that's a whole nother level. But we are projecting, and hopefully there is an arrest, and he gets welcomed, like Derek Chauvin was the other day. So, we enjoy the committees. Anitra, how do you feel? What's going on right now? Because I know that I've seen you and the family, out rumbling, and y'all been, consistent with it. How do you feel about what's going on thus far? Do you feel like you're seeing any semblance of justice, or you think that it's it's a slow crawl? What's the deal with that?
I feel like, at this point, it's been, a little over 3 months. I feel like, we're moving in the right direction. I feel like, even with the 4 demands, 2 of them, we already have gotten, and, we're still waiting on the other 2. So I do feel, that we're moving in the right direction. Like I said before, this video is very disturbing, and we can't continue to sit by and allow this to continue to happen to our people, and this fight for justice, for my father, it's not easy, but it's a fight that must happen. And so we got to continue to move in this direction, just like I told the people, regardless of, you know, how you choose to do what you do, just do something. Don't sit by and be silent and say, okay, well, you know, it didn't happen to us or it didn't happen to my loved one, but it could have, and it could have been you, you know, and just the video itself is just so disturbing to the point where, um, I mean, it's like mentally, I've been praying so I can stay on the right path, but it's hard. It's hard because every time I watch it, my legs won't be still. You know, I can't. You know, it's like I just can't get right. It's because I'm angry.
Right, right. Now you know I'm going to backtrack because Attorney Davis said something a few minutes ago that I almost let slide, but I didn't want to even. It hadn't even processed, even though I've heard the story. I know what time it is. Um, Attorney Davis, you made a statement that the tow truck driver got out the tow truck, got involved, and helped pin down Deacon Hollman. Now, I understand there's been rumored that this particular tow truck driver was a former police officer. Is that factual, or
So
is
our research now and investigation has indicated that he wasn't an officer. He worked in security, but he was not a actual post certified police officer. So the way he moved though was very cop-ish, you know, and it was just bizarre to see someone come in and jump on this 62-year-old elder in this way while the officers is punching him and tasing him. It's just the whole situation it speaks to what we've been discussing for years, is this culture in policing, which is rooted in this culture of white supremacy. And so we are saying that when this officer engaged Deacon Holloman, he wasn't functioning within what we know to be our cultural values as a community. And I, we all acknowledge there's a lot that has eroded from our culture, but there's certain fundamental parts. We protect our babies, we protect our elders, we respect them. You don't say nothing slick or out the way to an elder. And this young 23-year-old was just in disrespect mode from go, and stayed in that space. And the reason that he could do that is because he had on a uniform. And the reality is that in Atlanta, these kinds of cases take so long to resolve, and then there's no discipline of the officers involved in terms of any real significance, that other officers say, hey, this is our culture. We out here occupying these Black communities, and we're out here serving the white community. It's just that stark of a difference.
So just for the record, right? So we have Deacon Hellman, a 62-year-old man. You have this 23-year-old officer who seems to be in pretty good shape. Give us a description of the tow truck driver, because I'm trying to figure out, like, really, yeah.
He might 50-ish, 40s or 50s. And he, after he jumps on him and he stands up and he says, I hadn't done that in 8 years. I still got it.
And this is the Black man?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. These are two Black men taking some it almost I won't elevate it to joy, but taking some pleasure,
Right.
some pride in what they did to Deacon Holloman, a 62-year-old, and then the other piece is how long they left him without any rendering any medical aid. Almost 12 minutes, 11 minutes and 45 seconds. And the other officers who show up, they're African American Black officers as well. And they're asking him, hey, you okay? They're asking not Deacon Holloman, who's on the ground unconscious. They're asking, with blood all over his face because his face got smashed into the concrete. They're asking the 23-year-old, you okay, man? I mean, it's like, that's the reason people have to watch it, and we're asking people to share it and watch it. Not not because we want people to be more traumatized and desensitized. It's because we've got to see the madness that happens and then decide to act and to organize and to get involved.
Crazy. So this is an example. We talk about black faces in high places. You know what I mean? This is one of the things that you know, our brother Deruba talks about. Slaves running the plantation. Atlanta is certainly that type of situation. But I want folks to be clear, because I hear people, you know, they talk about Atlanta like it's some type of, you know, anomaly, right? This goes on. This is policing, particularly in the United States. This is business as usual. It's just a little more shocking sometimes when it's quote unquote black on black, right? This is when you talk about black on black, when you got these pigs, you know, attacking black citizens. Anitra, for you, you know, I know the family's been, you know, everywhere from city hall to the police station, press conferences, the whole nine. And I know it's all new to you all, but I wanted to ask, like, what are some of the things that you hope for? You know, what are some of the things that you would consider justice without you know, going all the way out? Because I know you know.
I mean, well, I mean, like I said, what I look for now is for both of them to be arrested, the tow truck driver and this cop. I mean, I want them both to be arrested, and I want both of them to be prosecuted to the fullest extent. You know, that's what justice looked like for us, because it was outright murder. It was, you know, and it was senseless. My father should be here, and I keep saying that, like, he should not be dead. That was a traffic ticket. Like, you know, when you think about that, you like, a traffic ticket, is that really a death sentence? Like, that's what it's coming to now. And it's getting to the point where people don't value life anymore, you know. And then the fact that he was elderly, you know, and then you have two now black men, you know, on this one black man, you know, that wasn't even a threat to them. So yes, that's what justice looked like. I need them arrested. I need them to be prosecuted to the fullest extent, because what they did, it was murder. It was senseless. And then, like, it was a brutal attack. Like, y'all punched him and everything. And then just the fact of, you know, like Attorney Davis said, no one, not one person administered him any kind of aid. They didn't come to his nothing. Y'all had my father handcuffed and he was dead. Y'all propped him up on somebody's leg. You know, that that was
Yeah, I'm like, you know, I can't even properly display the level of fury I have right now. Just to know that this is something that took place in your neighborhood. You know, this is something that took place, what is it, like a mile away from Katherine Johnston's house,
Yeah,
Attorney?
yeah. I mean, within a mile and a half of where
Yeah,
Katherine Johnston was murdered 17 years ago. So
yeah.
I mean,
Like 2 year
this
old.
is, yeah, this is the black Mecca. I mean, Deacon Holloman could have walked to his house. I mean, he was literally right there at his house.
Right,
So
right.
he gets killed on the street, on an Atlanta street. He was born and raised in Atlanta, an Atlanta native. And this is how he takes his last breath on an Atlanta street at the hands of this police officer and this tow truck driver. I mean,
Literally,
you
literally.
know, the other piece I do want people to recognize is the strength of the family that I think has drawn organizers to them. And we've, you know, you've been on a lot of these situations, Brother Kalanji, and you know that the family dynamic makes a difference. This family has been just growing in their strength, in their courage, in their clarity about what the issue is. They have not gone with the "it's one bad cop" narrative. They recognize this is a system, that a system killed their father, and that they have drawn strength from each other and from the community. And that when Anitra has continually said, just do something. just do something. That's a rally cry, not out of just the pain, but that is a rally cry for victory, to be won from someone who has been most impacted. So I just want to make sure that we center that as well, and lift that up for all of our brothers and sisters across the country who are watching and will watch the show, that this family has said they're going to not just be in a victim mode, but they're ready to fight for a victory, and until victory is, and that's important.
No doubt, no doubt. So today there's a press conference. Give us a little bit of what to expect. You know, we're definitely going to try to have some folks out there on behalf of the movement coalition combat police terrorism. We look forward to joining in further. Give us an idea of what the press conference is about today.
And go ahead, Anitra. Yeah, you want to share?
Okay, so the press conference today, I mean, we're going to 160 Pryor Street, which is the courthouse downtown, and we're going to do the press conference because we're asking, DA Willis to have this officer, Kyron Kimbrough, arrested, and to have the tow truck driver, Eric Robinson, arrested, so they can be jailed and brought up on charges for the murder of our father. We want them prosecuted to the fullest extent. So we need the people to come out and to rally around us. Because like Attorney Davis said, it was the people that rallied around us that helped us to get this video released. We went, and marched and rallied around. And when we talked to DA Willis, she assured us once everything was done that she would let, the video be released. She stood on her word. She didn't go back on it. She did exactly what she said. And so we calling on her again. We need you to have this officer and this tow truck driver arrested. And we need them to be indicted and prosecuted to the fullest extent. So yes, we're going to continue to ask for the people to come out today at 12 o'clock and rally around us and let DA Willis know that we mean business, and that's what we stand on.
No doubt. This is 160 Pryor Street here in Atlanta,
Yes.
Georgia. So, folks, if you're here in Atlanta, meet the family, meet Attorney Davis and all organizers. 160 Pryor Street here today in Atlanta, Georgia. If you can't make it, at the very least, share this video, share the story, hashtag Johnny Hollman. We need to definitely support this family, get behind this family and all others of victims of police terrorism. And, we appreciate, as always, you two being on the front line. I know it's a new thing for you, Anitra, but I suspect you'll be rumbling out here, not just on behalf of your father, but all future born and unborn victims of police terrorism.
Indeed.
Appreciate
Thank
y'all,
you,
man.
bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Without a
Ready?
doubt. Y'all be safe.
All right. You too.
You check out the Remix Morning Show. We'll be right back at you. Do what it do.